Hey, Mom.
I need you to go check on Becca. I need you to be there for her because she doesn't have anybody. Can you please be there for her?
Yes.
Because she's all by herself. I know you think she's going to take advantage of you, but she's your sister and she don't have nobody. Just check on her.
Okay. Can we send her a blessing right now?
Yes, but also just make sure she don't feel alone. That's when she makes stupid choices, when she feels by herself and she feels like she don't have nobody.
Okay. I can do that. We're just talking about doing a session on her.
She may let you.
I think she will. I can do that. And that will help her.
Yes, of course, if she lets you.
Okay, good. Go see Becca. So just go get her and hang out with her?
Yeah, you can and you should do that, but also check on her every day. Talk to her, make sure she knows she's not alone. You're her sister.
Okay.
I know she gets on your nerves, but she's your sister.
Yeah, I gotta pay more attention to her. I'm glad you reminded me. Oh, good. Thank you for that.
And be careful with Donna, too, because she's a little bit two-faced.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I just won't reach out to her anymore.
No, you can. You're a smart girl, but sometimes she's two-faced.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Thank you for that. Is there anything else I need to know?
Do you want to ask me anything?
Oh, is Daddy still doing wonderful?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, yay. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, good. I don't have any questions right now.
He is the one that's been sending the owl.
Oh, thank you for that. Okay.
Because it symbolizes wisdom and that's what he's learning. So he's sending the owl, and I'm sorry I've been staying around Christy so much lately, but I know that she has a big part of your future. She plays a big role in your future, and I have to make sure she's protected too.
Oh, no sorries. I'm so thankful for it. I love that, and thank you for protecting her. Oh, good. Yeah, because Dakota saw the owl, and we have owls around here, and then Christy saw it. And that was one of our quiz questions, but you know that.
And I'm glad that you got Chaz to meet that girl.
Oh, good, good, good.
I think they're going to get married.
Oh, is that okay? That makes me happy. It was perfect how that worked out. Was that you and the guides doing that?
Yeah, they was always supposed to meet. I think they're going to get married and have a baby.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Good, good. Oh.
Just can't rush nothing.
No, I trust that it's going to be divinely guided. I used to want to rush it, but that's not my job.
You ought to put a swing on that back porch, Jennifer.
Oh, I was thinking that because me and you would be sitting out there.
Yeah, I would sit with you out there.
Oh, well, okay, I'll get a swing. When I was standing in the backyard the other day on the concrete, was you and Daddy hugging me?
Oh, yeah, we do that a lot.
I felt that. Thank you. I just love y'all.
Sometimes I lay in your bed and play with your hair.
Oh, I think I feel that sometimes. Oh, thank you. I sure do love y'all.
I love you too, and you can talk to me anytime. If Christy is having a good day and she don't have no stress on her mind, then she can tap right into it and she can talk to me, or she can do the spirit writing and I can write you letters, and your sisters and your brothers, I can write y'all letters.
Okay. And I can invite you in too.
Yes, but you have to let go of your blocks when it comes to all that, because just like Christy can't tap into her Uncle Ed because her blocks are her pain around him passing and her extreme love for him, that's your block. So you're going to be able to tap into people that you didn't have a relationship with easier than you'll be able to tap into people that you loved.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
It's hard to explain.
No, it makes perfect sense. And you heard us talking about the Tammy situation. How should she approach Veronica?
All she can do is just continue to be there for Veronica and be her friend, because Veronica doesn't really trust anybody, but if Christy keeps showing her that she's her real friend, then she'll start listening to her. You cannot push Veronica. You can't tell her what to do because she's stubborn, but I really wanted to show, first of all, I wanted to show Christy about Tammy passing so that Christy could have confirmation that when she's receiving messages, that she is really receiving messages. She's not just making it up. And so she'll have that confirmation when Tammy passes. But also, of course, I want Veronica to know, and I want her to be able to make peace with it and make peace with her mama.
Yes. Okay, good, because that'll heal Tammy too, and Veronica.
Yes, it's so delicate because of all the pain and the stubbornness.
Okay.
But the dream that I gave Christy, the vision, it was so beautiful. It was all of them getting along. It was Tammy and Veronica's little girl, and they were all getting along, and it was really beautiful. And that's the way I want it to be.
Okay, and that's the way it shall be. We will get it there.
Yeah, if Veronica will be opened up to Christy, we can.
We'll keep sending her blessings. I trust that you and the guides will help too. Oh, I love this.
Thank you for being there with Xander too.
He's so adorable, isn't he?
Yes, and he is going to be happy if you want to be his Mimi. That makes me happy too.
Oh, good, because you would be here if you could. Yeah.
Everything happens the right way.
That's what I was thinking. He had fun this weekend with Sky. Was you in there playing with them?
Yes.
You and Daddy?
Yes, all the time.
Oh, good.
We tickle his toes.
Oh.
Play peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Are you the one that sends Sky the messages?
Oh yeah, she's always been able to hear us. She can always hear us when we talk.
Oh, good. So it's good that we're encouraging her?
Yes. Don't let nobody block her.
Oh, good. So just keep doing what we've been doing.
Yes, I hope Madison can take it seriously one day too.
Yeah, she was wanting to know when Noah was going to come.
You were already told way too much with that. I don't know why you get so much more information than most people. They trust you, I guess.
Oh.
You weren't supposed to know all that stuff about him.
He came through. I love that.
Well, I think your dad just doesn't want to listen to the rules. And if he wants to bring something through, he just does it.
Well, I just take it all as knowledge.
Remember when Shina used to scare me with her driving?
Yes.
She's got to calm down a little bit about that. I think she is doing a little better, but she just doesn't care about that speed, does she?
Oh, no, I'll tell her that. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, Mom, while I got you, what can you tell me about when I was younger and what I used to see?
Well, the same as what Christy was saying about the trauma. Do you remember sometimes whenever I would be in the kitchen and I would just freeze and I would just stop doing whatever I was doing, look off in the distance, and y'all would get scared for a minute, and then I would come back?
Yeah.
That was like the same thing. It was like you inherited that from me too, but it was also from, like, whenever I was pregnant with you, I used to have these little mini seizures, and I would stop breathing for a couple seconds. And I think that was whenever you first got your first trauma, because it would make you nervous when you were in my belly. And whenever, just like Chrissy said, whenever a child has trauma, it opens them up to the other side and to the other way. But also that house was built there before that house on Van Dyke was built. There was another house there, and there was a bunch of people that died too. And you were the only one, and I think me, but mostly you were the only one that could pick up on that shift of energy whenever there was a spirit around.
Oh, okay.
I always had these little mini seizures and nobody knew about it. I didn't know what it was. I just thought that I was like losing my focus and just daydreaming.
Okay, I do that. Madison does that.
Yeah, those are mini seizures.
Sky does that. Okay, is that what I saw in the closet?
Yeah, because sometimes those spirits of those people that was murdered there would come and visit.
Oh, okay. But is all that cleared now?
Oh, yeah, because you done so much work on that house, and you blessed that house, and you always had good intentions for it.
Oh, good. And it was at that house?
It was the house that was there before that.
Before
I don't know if it was a house or a shack or a barn or some kind of structure.
Okay. It was the land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's all blessed now.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Well, and also you've got Chaz out there, right?
Yes.
And he's the holiest one of all of y'all. So everything that he's going to be around is blessed.
Oh, good. He's the holiest of us all.
Yep, he just has to come to know that.
I mean, I think he's going to in time.
If he ever will accept that, he could be a leader for you and for everybody else. He just has self-esteem issues.
I'll just keep sending him some self-love and acceptance and some blessings.
He has so much knowledge inside of him, and I wish I would have worked with him more. I wish I would have known to work with all of y'all more about that. And if I would have worked with him more, then he would have more self-esteem right now. And then he would understand how powerful he is, and he would be leading a lot of people.
I believe he will in time.
I don't know where his insecurity comes from.
Do you think it's from the past lives?
I think it might be, but also from losing your dad as well. Because he needed a dad to finish raising him.
Yeah.
Y'all went through a lot, and I'm sorry for that.
Oh, it made us wonderful people. So you heard us yesterday or the other day, me, Chaz, and Dakota talking?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No sorries. We love
I
you.
should have stayed with your daddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all perfect. It's all perfect. Because then Dakota came.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like us to know, Mom?
Just to keep checking on Becca and keep checking on Dane.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them suffer with loneliness.
Okay.
And I try to comfort them, but they don't feel me.
Okay. I have a feeling Dane will be coming back. And I'll reach out to them both.
You're doing wonderful.
Oh, thank you. And I'm going to keep working on so I can remember how to get closer and see y'all. Because like Christy was saying, we're going to be able to see y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if it's all, is it okay to let Daddy know I love him and talk to our guides?
Yeah, she's gone.
Okay, is this, who am I speaking with?
Violet.
Hi, Violet. How are you doing?
I'm okay. She's been waiting for a while to talk to you. She's worried about Becca.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were saying. It's been a while. Can you help me take care of Rebecca or get her protected?
Yes, just always remember that your mom thinks it's important for you siblings to stay close, and if you want to honor what your mom, whatever her opinion is, then you will stay close.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
And that is her greatest wish.
And then we shall do it.
If you place importance on what your mom wants, then you will do it.
Yes. It's important. We got a big family, and we got a loving family. And plus, the more we heal, that helps heal Rebecca too.
Yes, everybody gets the side effects of your healing. That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Oh yes, we're getting better at acknowledging that.
Hmm.
Oh yes. Is there any messages you'd like to give us today?
Yes, you know that I always want to tell you the things that the others don't want to tell you, right?
Yes, and we're okay with that. We love it.
Because, well, for two reasons. Because they think that they're going to trip up your ego, and they think that if they trip up your ego and you get offended, then it'll mess up your path. And also because we're not really supposed to tell you when you make mistakes, even though mistakes isn't even the correct word because there are no mistakes. But we're not supposed to tell you when you need to course correct because we're not supposed to interfere with free will. But my opinion is, and I don't care if I get in trouble or not, if it's something that's really important that's bothering Cresta and Willow, I think you deserve to know.
Oh, thank you.
And if you get upset, you can get upset with me.
I just take it as this is the best way to learn. This is the best guidance I could ever get in my life until I get able to give it to myself.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's talk about Florida for a minute. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so with Christy, because I've got advice for both of y'all, okay?
Okay.
So with Christy, whenever she was in the hotel room and she was playing the Forensic Files, I think is what the TV show is called, and it bothered you, and she got offended that it bothered you, that she needs to realize that that's control on her end, and that's the part of her ego that needs resolved and needs to be deleted, I guess, because it should not have offended her that you did not want to hear about murder. That she should have had more compassion for you in that moment, and she should have realized that that was her ego, and she should have been able to just drop the subject and not get bothered at not one little bit. And the same concept for when y'all was laying out on the sand on the next to the last day, I think that was the day, and she wanted to play music and you didn't want to play music, and she got offended by that. You know, the only reason why she got offended, and I think she does feel bad now, but I need her to know this, it's not about making her feel bad. I don't want her to feel bad because I think she already did feel bad, and I think she apologized to you. I'm not sure. But the only reason why she got offended is because her ego, the part of her ego that's still alive and well, is control. But you would never get her to admit that because she knows what control freaks look like, and she would never think that she was a control freak. But it's a different type of control. Like her type of control is she wants everything to be okay. She wants everybody to be okay. She wants everybody to see her point of view because her point of view is peaceful and good and all that. It's not like the mean kind of control, but it's still control. She could have easily just looked at you with loving eyes and let you pick whatever you wanted to watch or pick something both of you agreed on, which I think she did do that one time with the Golden Girls. But one time she left the show on, and we were just so disappointed because that was an ego test.
Oh, can we delete that?
Yes, but we just want her. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because she has, a lot of her ego has died, but one part she struggles with is control. That's the reason why she has the issues with her kids. That's the reason why she worries about her kids healing, is because her need for control on that end of it is wanting to make sure that they are making the choices that she wants them to make. And that's not the way it's going to go. That's not the way anything goes.
Okay, and that's a perfect example so she can get a grasp on it.
Yes, and we don't want to offend her. Nobody's upset with her. We don't want her to feel bad. If she feels like she should apologize to you, that's fine. But that was not the purpose of bringing it up. The purpose of bringing it up was just to reveal that part of her ego.
Oh, yeah, so that way we can learn.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I'm good with it.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, and I knew you weren't upset with her. That's the reason why I said that's not the reason I'm bringing it up, because I knew you were fine. But, okay, so the part about you. Whenever Mark said that he didn't want y'all to pay for the hotel room, you probably should have gave Christy back her money because you got to keep your money and her money. And then if you would have gave her back her money whenever Mark said he didn't want it, then both of y'all could have had equal spending money. And Christy, her ego, she doesn't have issues with greed or selfishness or nothing like that. So she doesn't even care. Like, in her mind, she paid what she was obligated to pay and she dropped it. She doesn't care, not one bit. So there's no reason for you to go back and apologize or try to do anything. That's not the reason we're bringing it up. The reason we're bringing it up is because on your end, it showed a lack. It showed that you still believed in lack, that you kept the money even after you found out that Mark didn't want it. You were still believing in lack. And if you had already worked through your issues with lack, you would be so much more advanced right now. You would already be making a lot more money. Christy would already be on board. Y'all would already have a full-fledged business. But because you backtracked a little bit with your ego because you were still believing that lack was real. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes perfect sense. Okay, because I've been trying to correct myself lately that I'm not in lack.
Yes. And,
okay, so that's perfect. Okay.
And she's not upset with you. This is not an issue between her and you. You don't even have to talk about it. This is just, we just want to show you an example. That way the next time something happens, you can recognize it and correct it.
Okay, that makes perfect sense because I wouldn't have viewed it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I love that. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you for not getting upset.
Oh, no, because it's hard for me to see things from different viewpoints, so I love being able to see it from different viewpoints.
Yes.
Okay,
but most of the other stuff, you guys did really, really well. We were so proud of you for writing down the signs. We were so proud of Christy for being willing to do the session for Kelly. Is that her name?
Yes.
We were so proud of Christy because, like we said, Christy is a little bit controlling. And I think part of her ego would have been like, oh, no, this is our vacation. We're not doing that. But she totally surrendered and she did what she needed to do. And we're so proud of you guys. Both of you showed a tremendous grace and tremendous surrender on a lot of different things.
Oh, we love that. Yeah. And I'm so proud of Christy because she's been doing a lot of these sessions with me, and I love it.
Yeah,
and she said it with no hesitation.
Because she realizes that it gives her peace, too.
Oh, I love that. Okay, good. So that's some examples of our control and lack that we need to work on.
Yes, Christy still struggles with control. You don't really struggle with control anymore. But you struggle with believing in lack. Even though you might not realize it, you do, though, sometimes. And so that's what you need to work on. But another thing that both of you collectively should also recognize is that it's okay when people disagree with you. Both of you struggle with that on a very, very, very internal, deep level. And I know both of you are trying to work on that. But a sign of true maturity and true wisdom is you understand that not everybody's going to have the same viewpoint. And even when someone disagrees with you and you are thinking to yourself, no, I know that I'm right. I know that I'm right about this. I feel it in my bones that I'm right. That's okay. It's all right. You can still be right, but you can also allow them to disagree with you, and you can say, oh, that's interesting, when they tell you their opinion, instead of getting upset because they didn't see it your way.
Okay, that makes sense.
And both of you can work on that a little bit more, because both of you, when you know something, you expect other people to believe you, and that's not always going to happen.
Yes, that is a good thing to work on. I didn't notice it that way. See, I just love these little tidbits that you give us because we wouldn't have thought of it that way.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not upset?
No.
Okay.
Because it's, there's a lot to learning this stuff, the ego, because you wouldn't think that it's like literally in everything you see and everything you think and everything you do.
Yeah.
And it just goes deeper than what you realize. I mean, not too deep because it's what you make of it, but it's good that you're giving us examples so we know like different scenarios on how it could point out.
Yeah, and everything's fine. Like, there's no negativity. There's nothing, like, you're not getting scolded. It's literally just to show you examples so that maybe next time you can recognize it.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like that lack that I got and that control that Christy's got, is that something from our past life that we're trying to let go of?
No, it's from this life, because you have always suffered from feeling like there's lack. You have always, when you were growing up, you weren't super, super, super wealthy, and, your mom would have to, what is the phrase you use, rob Peter to pay Paul?
Yeah.
Your mom would have to figure out which bill is more important this month or whatever, and then you had kids and you didn't feel like you were equipped at the time that you had your children, but you also knew that they were your children. You had to figure out how to take care of them. And so you always felt a sense of lack. And now you know that lack doesn't exist, but you're having a hard time believing it because you've had 40 years of conditioning with it. And Christy, hers comes from this lifetime too, because when she was little, there was so much things that were out of control and chaotic that she would just try her best to appease people and make things feel like they were fine. And then she married a man who was out of control and chaotic. And so she would try to appease people and make people feel like everything was fine. And then when she no longer was in her abuse with her childhood, no longer in her abuse with her husband, she didn't know how to understand the world anymore. If someone wasn't telling her what to do or telling her how it should be, she didn't understand how to view the world or how to understand and accept the world anymore. She didn't understand how to accept peace or freedom. So for her, she only feels like things are going to be okay if she can have that control. But it's not the same kind of control as like a mean dictator. For her, it's about having that sense of peace, and she gets offended very easily because she thinks that other people should be the exact same way that she is. And it's just that feeling of like everything's going to be out of control and chaotic if she's not putting her will on it. And she doesn't have to do that.
How can we fix that?
Just to meditate about it. And if she hears our words, then she will recognize it. She will understand it. And if she can start journaling, she can do manifestations. She can do affirmations. That's the same way you've been able to evolve so far.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, because I've noticed like every month when my Jeep payments due, it's like the week before I get so frantic and worried, and I want to stop that because I'm not in lack.
No.
So I got to get that energy out of me that I don't have lack.
Correct.
Okay.
And Christy needs to realize that everything's going to be just fine, even if people don't do what she wants them to do. In fact, it may turn out better.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Because that's like the last part of our ego death.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Right.
Oh, okay. So we're almost there.
Yes, and it's strange because the consequences, the natural consequences of your actions, it's just like, and every single action has a consequence. But it's like on the flip side, like if you hadn't still been believing in lack and all that, you would already have a full-fledged business. Christy would already be your full-fledged partner. You would already be making so much money, but you didn't get that consequence because you were believing in lack so much more than you could probably even want to admit. And then Christy hasn't gotten her peace. You know, she can manifest only when she's at a place of peace. And when she's at a place of peace, she can manifest better than anyone. But she cannot feel peace because she's so obsessed with controlling the outcome of her husband, her children, her friendships, her everything. Where she doesn't struggle with lack, she struggles with trying to control the way everybody else's life is going to turn out. And she's got to stop that. She's got to trust the process. And if she would have already given that up, Kaylee would already be living back at our house. Cameron would already be on his healing journey. Karamaya would be spending more time with her. Her husband would be having a happier disposition. She would feel a closer bond with you. Y'all would have more of a trust going between you two. But because she's trying to control everything, including you sometimes, then no one can have that trust, because how can you trust something you're trying to control?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So there's a flip side to both of your actions that it could be so much different. And so when you completely give up your need for lack, then you're going to become a very, very wealthy woman and a very successful woman, and you're going to get the partnership out of Christy that you've been trying to get out of her. And then when Christy gives up her need to control the way everything goes because she thinks life is going to fall apart if she doesn't, and when she gives that up, then she's going to be able to quit housekeeping. Kaylee's going to move back in with her full-time. Jeff will go away for good. Cameron will start healing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But she's preventing herself because she's still holding on to her need to control everyone that she loves, and you're preventing yourself because you still worry about money.
Okay, can we tag and treat that today?
You need to write out affirmations.
Can you give us some affirmations?
I am financially free. I have financial freedom. I don't have to worry about, just the same thing as manifestations. And then you can also call on us. You can literally say, I need your help with this. I'm struggling with this. Can you please take this out of me? Can you please reach down inside of me and clean my soul and take all worry and doubt out of me?
Okay.
Both of y'all can say that to us, to your angels, to God.
Okay, good. Oh, good. Okay.
And if you're having a particularly bad day, don't just wallow in it. Talk to us. Ask us for help.
Oh, yeah, like the other day,
Yes.
did we do okay with that?
Yes, both of you recognized it in time.
Good. Yeah, we're getting better at this. Oh, I love it. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to bring through about all that?
No, I think you have an understanding.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for receiving it.
Oh, no, thank you. No, you are just helping us, and I'm so thankful for that. You're getting us where we need to go so we can help others. That's the whole point. Okay. Is it okay do we need to do a body scan on Christy or anything?
It's Cressida now.
Oh, hi, Cressida.
Hi, I've missed you so much.
I love you.
I've missed being able to talk to you so much.
Oh, me too. How are you?
I'm okay. Can you put something on Chrissy's feet, though? They're getting really cold.
Oh, yes.
Or just turn down the air one level, maybe. I don't know.
Here, I'll just put my little quilt on there. How's that?
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, what do you got for us?
What are your questions?
Oh, okay. Should we start with Christy's?
No, yours. I'm here for
mine?
you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Whew.
Oh, I just feel so much energy right now.
Oh, that's good. Is that because we're getting stronger?
Yeah, and because I'm happy to be able to talk to you.
Oh, good. I know. It's just surprising you get to come first.
I know you talk to me a lot, but sometimes you can't hear what I say to you, so it's really cool when I get to use Christy.
Okay, I love that. And I'm getting better. Okay. Mom brought through that I've created some blocks when I was in her belly, or that I got some blocks. How can I let go of those blocks?
No, she said that you got some trauma.
Oh, how do I let that go?
Let's see. If she was having seizures when you were in her stomach and she would stop breathing for a few seconds, then that probably just made it to where you felt like life isn't a safe place and you don't trust that you will be given what you need. I think you've done a lot of work on that, actually. You used to not trust anybody or anything, and now you've become a very open and trusting person.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I am working on that.
Oh, yeah. So you've made a lot of progress in that. Don't you remember you used to not trust anybody?
Yes.
You always thought everybody had an agenda, and now you see that that's not always true.
Yes. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, and then one question that me and Christy had is, what can we do to cancel all curses against our ancestors and our current grandparents and parents?
Just pray it. Just say it. Pray it. Mean it.
Okay.
Remember I told you have God inside of you. You
Yes.
have the power. You have so much power.
I have been using that.
I know.
And that's helping people.
And you're seeing it.
Oh, I'm so happy for that. I feel like I'm getting stronger at it. Or maybe I'm just believing in myself more.
I think you're seeing results.
I am. Everybody is getting better.
Have you noticed that Cheyenne is also getting more beautiful too because of the way she's feeling about herself?
Yes. I'm so happy for that.
She's going to be a very beautiful woman.
So I want to help her grow. She's so gorgeous. She's just so loving.
And the more peaceful she feels, the more she's going to look like she's glowing.
Oh, good. And we could just keep helping her feeling that.
Yes, she has a deep bond with you.
It's growing.
It's always been there. She just also had that mistrust, and now she's learning that you've got her back.
Good. Is her higher self getting closer into her?
Yes.
I love that. Good. Now, when I say blessings, do I have to keep saying them, or do they last?
They do last, but it also, okay, so if you say it one time, it does last, but if you say it again and then you see an immediate result, it also strengthens your faith to continue to know that you could do that with anyone at any time. So if you were to say the same blessing twice, even though the first one is still working, if you say it again, you'll see something immediate. You'll see like some kind of immediate sign, and that will show you that that it's working. It's still working. There's more to come. There's better things coming. And then you'll get more confident in your abilities to bless anyone.
Okay, I feel like that's slowly been working in the back of my mind.
Yeah, you're grasping the whole thing.
Oh, good, good. I feel like I'm becoming more of one. I mean, I know I already am, but I feel like I'm accepting it more. Oh, good. Okay. And then I know this came through in Kelly's session, but how can I release the residual trauma or energy, residual energy
In what regard?
from the past lives?
Oh, you are. You have been. You've been using your manifestations, or your affirmations. You've been using your affirmations ever since you learned about affirmations and manifestations and grounding and meditation. You've been picking it all up at lightning speed. Most people take years to understand what you've already started to really gain a good understanding of. You are releasing it. Every single day you release it more. And the more you dig into the Eastern religions, the more you will get these magic codes put inside of you, and then you won't even remember any of that residual stuff.
Oh yeah, because I know nothing about that, and I'm so ready for y'all to just teach me everything.
But you're so fertile. Your mind is so fertile for learning. You're absorbing everything. It's so amazing.
I feel like almost the last year I've been nonstop, and just whatever I've put into my ears has been spiritual.
Like a sponge.
Yeah, I'm going to be like that the rest of my life. I'm so excited. Oh, okay, so it's just happening.
Yes.
Okay.
You living your life right now, the way you're living your life is you're practicing what you preach.
Okay, good. And like my body being these headaches, is that just the negative symptoms getting out of me?
Well, yes, that is partially that too, but you also should be drinking more water,
Yeah, you've been telling me that.
because water pushes out the toxins.
Okay, because I've been thinking that, so that's been you telling me.
And get yourself some hot tea too. I mean, there is all over the world there's medicinal tea, but you can start small. You can just go to Walmart to the tea aisle and you can pick a flavor that you think you would like and just start having a cup maybe in the mornings or every other morning or just whatever. Find the flavor that you like the best. That's just a simple way to start. And those teas will also push out toxins.
Okay, good.
Every hot tea pushes out
So
toxins.
just drink more water and tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was like, I know it's nothing wrong with me on why I got these, but I need more water. Okay, good. And it did. Okay. And then my next question is, when I look at someone at first, I'll see one character, and when I double take, it's a completely different person. Why do I see that?
Because whenever you first look at somebody, you're projecting, and you've heard the phrase, we can only recognize in someone else what we already recognize within ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever you can only love someone with the level you love yourself. So like when you first look at somebody, you're just projecting your own image of yourself onto them. And then whenever you start seeing that they are their own individuality, then you remove whatever it was that you were projecting from your own self that you were projecting onto them. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Well, like, that makes sense. But in another sense, like when we was at the beach, there was a man at the water, and I looked at him. At first I thought I saw a cowboy, and then I thought I saw something else, like a soldier, and then I looked back and it was just an old man.
Yeah, because that was a ghost.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. There was a lot of ghosts in Florida.
Oh, and that's okay. So that's how you see them?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes if they want you to see them, they'll just be a flash of somebody.
Oh, interesting. Okay, okay.
There was a lot of ghosts where y'all were at.
It felt like it.
Mm-hmm. And your parents came with you to protect you from all that nonsense.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for that. Yeah, y'all can guide us to a better place next time. Well, I guess they're everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah, they are everywhere. I think that they just understood how powerful you guys were, and it's just some people are more sensitive to it and some people are not.
Okay, and it's okay because y'all keep us protected.
Mm-hmm. You have an old lady ghost over here where you're at now, she's like an old Native American lady that lives with you here in this house.
Oh, interesting.
And your cat can see her.
Is that when my cats be coming in the bedroom in the
Mm-hmm.
mornings? Okay. Yeah. Well, I kind of felt like there was like an old lady. I just wasn't sure if it was the lady that had the house or it's probably the lady of the land.
Yeah, it's a Native American lady. It's like from maybe 200-300 years ago. She's very peaceful though, and she likes you, so she's not going to bother you.
Oh, I love that. Okay, good. Okay, is she the one that I hear? Sometimes I hear like little knocks on the wall or something.
Yeah, I think so. I think she does like to make her presence known, but whenever you have things that are breaking, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the wall.
Yeah, that's not her. That's just your vibration raising so high at one certain moment.
Okay, because it happened in the bedroom and it happened in the living room with the wall receptacle.
Yeah, if you could see your vibration and how bright it actually is, and sometimes how it'll get like really super bright, really super fast, and that's what messes with like electronics or physical things.
Can you help me start seeing it?
Yeah, just keep asking. Keep
Okay.
asking until you believe that you can.
Okay, good. Because when it popped, I was like, that must have been my energy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was, because we're not going to ever let a ghost do anything that will scare you.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. So, okay, cool. Is the Native American lady the one that's been giving me the Indian vibes?
Yes and no. So yes, she reminds you about it because it's important, but also your past life is coming back to have resolution. And so I was going to wait for you to get to that question, or
Okay.
for Christy to get to that question, but it doesn't matter. I could talk about it now if you want to. But your past life as, what was her name? Takari?
Takari?
Yes, that life didn't have resolution, and you didn't die the way you were supposed to die. And so that life is coming back up because it's not going to go away and it's not going to leave you alone until there's resolution. But I can keep talking to you about that if you want, or I can wait until you ask. It's up to you.
Oh, it's whatever you need to come bring through. That's fine with me.
Okay, so the Iroquois people, which are your people, okay, how do I explain this? The trauma that they suffered coming from New York to Texas, and going from, a lot of them escaped by going into Canada, where they were respected a little bit better there, but most of them would cross and go, just like the Trail of Tears, which does cross through here. That's another connection. But most of them went from, because when the early settlers came, they were coming over to the areas of like New York and Connecticut and Virginia and Maryland and all that. Well, that was highly populated with the Iroquois people, which are your people, and those people migrated to like Texas and California and all that so that they could find a little bit more freedom. Well, when they got down there, then they already had some white people down there too that was murdering them and taking all their land and raping their women and all these things. Now, what you can do now, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to best explain this. So there's something called the Iroquois Federation, and it's still alive and well today, and they will be arrested if they speak up. They will be put inside of a commune. They will be shipped to Canada. They are not allowed to speak up in America for what is right and for the damage that was done to their ancestors. And the reason why they're, like, some people might say, oh, well, you know, that was 100 years ago, that was 200 years ago, whatever, why don't you just shut up and move on? The reason they can't is because they are the reincarnations of those people who were murdered and slaughtered.
Oh.
And they've been robbed of so much. They've been, like, for instance, whenever the white people first got here, they made the good white people, the nicer ones, made deals with the Iroquois. Okay, this is your side of the land, this is our side of the land, and we will draw up papers, legal papers, to show that that's yours. And then not too long ago, the white people just said, we don't care, that's yours, we're taking it. And so they took it. And so now the Iroquois Federation is rising back up. And those people are the people that used to be your followers. When you were alive, they were your followers. And those people are they're being reincarnated, and they're coming faster and faster. They're going to rise up, and they do want you. They do need you. They do have a desire for you to, and you might think to yourself, well, I'm just this white woman in Tennessee. They're not going to listen to me. I don't look like them. I don't sound like them. I don't have knowledge of their history or whatever. But what you can start doing in this lifetime is you can start talking about it. You can start researching about it. you'll know when you're researching about it. You will feel so familiarized with it. You will see pictures of the longhouses and you will feel so familiarized with it. You will be able to describe the cooking ware and the clothes and everything because it'll all just come rushing back to you. So what you can do is on your social media, you can share about it, or you can sign pledges that they're trying to get people to sign to help them get their land back. Just do everything and anything you can do to just be present in that movement. You know, like the Black Lives Matters movement.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. It's just the Iroquois Federation, and they're being silenced, and they're being put in prison, and they're being shipped to Canada if they speak up too loudly about. And it may not even feel like it's important to you because you're just a white woman in Tennessee. But when you really start doing your research, you will feel it in your soul why it is important to talk about it.
Okay, that's why I've been getting the Indian vibes.
Yes, because they're calling you. And I honestly believe they would believe you if you told them your story of the reincarnation. Honestly, I truly think that they would not look at you like you're a white woman. They would believe your story.
Yeah, because if they're open to their soul, they will know.
Correct. And those are the most open people. The Native American are the most open people spiritually.
So they're the ones that brought that message through Christy?
Yes.
Oh, and through me?
Yes, because they're being silenced and it's not right. And American government is so evil and so corrupt, and there's so much that people don't know. You're told that you have the land of the free when it's the complete opposite.
Okay, and that's okay. And you're going to guide me.
Yes.
We're going to get this done.
Just do your homework about this nation because this culture of people, because these are your people. And do your homework and then pay attention to the way you feel when you're doing your homework about it.
So I was really respected for this. They was my followers?
Yes, you led the movement from New York to, I believe, Texas.
Oh, okay. Is that why I had that name Black Hawk Indian or Black Indian Hawk or?
Yes, and you were one of the earliest teachers of the Sky Woman too, which was your tribe's version of God.
I was one of the earliest teachers?
To tell like the little children about it and to not let that, what is it called? That, not tradition, not let it die with the older people. Because sometimes these stories get passed down and then the newer people come up and they're just like, well, that's an old wives' tale. Well, for you it wasn't, because you had prayed to the Sky Woman and you had seen answers to your prayers, and so you wanted to make sure that the little kids knew about it and that they would grow up teaching and learning about it.
I need to teach that now.
Yeah.
To my grandchildren. Can you help give me those downloads and
yes,
the knowledge to move it?
Yes, just do your research. Try to join, I think maybe on your social media there might be groups about the Iroquois people and their fight that they've been fighting for 40, 50 years. And every time some of them die, then their children and their grandchildren take their place in the fight.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's been coming through.
Yes, and if you ever were to go to, there's an active museum, and I feel like it's in New York. I'm not sure, but I feel like I'm looking at a map of your country, and that's the area I'm seeing right now. There's an active museum. It's an Iroquois museum, and it's so big and so beautiful. And if you ever get the chance to go see that, there's like life-size structures of like their housing and all that. And it would bring you so much knowledge. You would be able to describe things before you could even see them. Like I said, like the way the longhouses and the purpose for the longhouses and the way that all the women would gather to cook and the way that everything would happen, and you would just get so many memories from that.
Oh, good. That's what I want. I want memories like that so I can remember.
Yeah, it is important because that is a piece of your soul that you're always going to carry with you because that was your most important life.
Yeah, and then I can have remembrance of it.
And you always need to honor that part of your soul because that's not a part of your soul that gets to go away because that was your most important life.
Okay. And then when I remember, I can tap into it more.
Yes, and teach others, which is the most important thing.
Okay, because I was wondering what all that Indian was about. Oh, can you tell me about the lady, the Indian lady that lives here? Her name?
Oh, yeah. She doesn't She doesn't really have a proper name anymore. She doesn't believe in having a name anymore.
Oh, okay.
She calls herself the Essence.
Oh, cool.
She, her people, so you were right when you and Christy were talking on the porch earlier about, Christy was saying, I've never heard about Native Americans in our town before, but maybe that's because they didn't want us to know. Y'all were right about that. You were right. There was Native Americans in this area. There was, and they were all murdered. They were all taken advantage of and kicked out, and a lot of them went down to Stewart County, and a lot of them, they would basically just hide in the woods. But this lady refused to leave. This lady didn't let anybody push her out. In fact, she would trade medicine and herbs and teas and stuff like that. She would trade for the white men coming and building things for her, or taking down, a tree that had fallen on top of her place that she lived and things like that.
Oh, okay. Is she the one that blessed the land?
Yes. Actually, she does have a name. It's Sarah Yu, but she likes to call herself the Essence.
I love that. Okay.
And actually, I think Sarah, if you look up the word Sarah Yu, which I think is spelled SarajU, or it could be YU, I'm not sure. I think it actually means the essence.
Oh, okay.
Or the spirit.
Does she have anything she'd like to say to us? Is that okay to ask?
No, she doesn't have anything. She doesn't want to come forward, and she didn't even want you to know about her, but I just wanted to tell you.
How do I know when she's around? Does she give me signs?
She's always around.
Oh, okay, so she just hangs out with me all the time.
Mm-hmm. But she doesn't want to interfere with you.
I love that. Okay.
She doesn't have any need to, interfere with anything you're doing.
Oh, okay. She's just here.
Right.
Is she the one that put the portal on the land?
Yes.
Oh, good.
With her prayers.
Oh, thank you for that.
And she also watches out, if you have men over here working on your house.
Oh, thank you.
She watches out for you.
Okay, so she's a protector.
Yeah, if they tried to do something, she'd probably trip them.
Okay, good. Because I do get worried about that.
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, she knows?
Mm-hmm.
So she just knows me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to know. Because I knew somebody was here. I just figured it was the lady that lived in the house before. But it makes me happy to know that she's here.
And I think it's funny and cute that your cat can see her.
That is so cool. Is that why the cat's so calm?
I think so.
Because the cat's been coming in the bedroom a lot more.
Yes, I think so. I think the cat just wants to make sure you're good. Because I think the cat is I can see something I don't think you can see it. Wants to make sure you're okay.
Can you let Pebbles know I'm okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he like it here?
Yes.
Oh, good. Can we help him with his arthritis?
Yeah, you can try the CBD, or you can take him to the vet and see what they recommend.
Okay, cool.
But the CBD is probably going to be a good option.
Ooh, okay. All right, and my next question is, did I get the right necklace?
Yes, we're so excited about the necklace. I'm so excited about the necklace, and so is your mom.
Oh, good, because I saw a vision of it, but I didn't know the detail. I just knew the shape. Yes. And I saw it, and I was like, that's it.
Yes, her best friend gave her that when she was 13.
Oh, which best friend? Sherry?
So I don't know. Some girl, she just said her best friend. She just told me her best friend gave her that when she was 13.
Oh, okay.
And then someone stole it from her when she first moved here to this area of the country. When she first moved here with your dad, someone stole it from her and pawned it.
Oh, okay.
And she mourned that necklace for a long time.
So what can you tell? What else? Is that the story of it?
That's the simple story of it, yeah. But your mom always wanted you to find it and have it and treasure it because she really, really, really loved it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I feel powerful when I wear it.
Yeah, she really loved that necklace.
Oh, good. Yeah, I feel like it's very, very, very special. I was thinking it was going to be the lavalier, but it was this one.
It was a birthday gift, she's telling me.
A birthday gift.
When she was 13.
Oh, I love that. Okay. I knew it when I saw it because y'all gave me a vision of it. So my intuition's getting stronger.
Oh, yeah. It's always been strong. You just have to learn to believe that.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, my next question was about the Indian, like the Indian chief Black Hawk, or the vision of the teepee and the Indian headdress and the painted face Indian.
I don't think that there was a Black Hawk, and I know there wasn't a teepee unless there was a teepee on this land because your tribe lived in longhouses, which the purpose of that was because they wanted their whole family to stay together for generations.
Okay, because
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, the teepees could have been on this land, or they could have just been your spirit's way of getting your attention and making you start questioning it.
Okay, that makes sense. And the painted face Indian.
Yes. The painted face Indian represents your soul and your spirit and how you are a warrior and nothing is ever going to hold you down.
Oh, I love that.
When you see a painted face Indian, you should feel power.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I love that information you brought through. I'm going to start researching it.
Yes, you will find, you know how when someone finds their life path, they find part of their calling. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a chore. It just feels like they have to keep going with it. That's how you're going to feel when you start researching what these people are still being put through and how many of them have disappeared by the government because they won't shut up.
Okay, and y'all will protect me on that.
Yes.
From the government.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, and Mom brought through a little bit of this, but I'm still going to ask it. Like when I was an early teen, what did I see in the closet? And why was the ambulance called?
I think that was just like what your mom said with the people that had died before. There was people that was murdered actually in the 1800s on a horse and buggy on that road. Right there where your house is. There was a whole family that was murdered. And no one ever found out what happened to them or who murdered them. And I believe when you were a teenager in that closet, you saw one of their ghosts and it frightened you so much that your heart kind of acted up and you passed out.
Okay. And Mom said all that's cleared now.
Yeah, it is cleared because if it wasn't, you would still be being bothered by them. Or your house over there would still be haunted, and it's not.
No, it's not. Okay, because also when I was younger, I remember, I don't know if it was a dream or a vision, but I looked out the window of my mom's bedroom. I think it was a dream. And I saw like a fire and the Klansmen out there. Was that just a past life memory?
No, that happened on that property too, but that was like 50 years after the horse and buggy murder.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
But your bloodline is very powerful with the healing and stuff. Like your mom could see spirits too, even though she didn't want to because she thought people think she was crazy. She could have been a healer too. She could have really been a healer if she would have embraced that side of herself.
Oh, yes. She was very strong. I'm glad it's so open now that we can talk about that stuff.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I did see everything.
And after your mom died, the day after, or 2 days, I think it was the day after, and Chaz was sitting on the porch at the Van Dyke house, and he was looking at the power lines, and the one power line, it was just one power line, started shaking uncontrollably up and down, and none of the other power lines were doing it, not the one in front and not the one behind it, just the one in the middle. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, he did tell me about that.
He thought that was your mom, like, waving or whatever. That was actually his power. His energetic field was so high and so magnetic because his emotions were so raw that day. That was actually his energy manifesting.
Oh, wow.
He probably could have set something on fire with his eyeballs if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I could. Oh, wow.
He was doing his very best to control his emotions that day, but he was so raw.
You know, that's happened a few times. We've noticed that with the power lines.
Oh, yeah, he's very powerful.
Oh,
He's the kind that when he walks under lights, they probably blink or go out like street lights.
Yeah.
He's very powerful.
Good, we're just going to get him more powerful. Okay, good. All right, and my next question is, this is from the beach, where I think I had a dream of it. I don't know much about it, but Raw and Hawthorne, I think I had a vision of that at the beach.
Can you repeat that?
Ra and Hathor or Hathor. What can you tell me about them?
I think those might be the names of the ghosts.
Of the ghost?
Of a ghost.
Oh.
Maybe. Because that's what I'm picking up. So what I'm picking up is something separate from you. And whenever something's separate from you, which is out of my field, that is normally a ghost.
Oh, okay. Because I had a picture of like a beak when I thought of Ra. R-A or Hathor.
I think those were spirits that were trying to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's who was trying to channel through me or something. All right, and the next question, the gentleman from the beach.
Yeah, he still pops in every once in a while. He just wants somebody to talk to. Remember we told you that last time?
Yeah, so I just need to make an appointment with him and...
Yeah.
And can you bring through, make sure he's not one that wants to harm me?
He's not.
Okay. So he's not from a past life or anything?
Nope, he's just a lonely ghost who wants to tell somebody his story.
Oh, okay. Why don't he move on?
Maybe because no one's ever listened to him before. Maybe because he had just had a baby girl and he's worried about her.
Oh, so he was like a middle-aged man?
No, he was pretty young and, well, like late 20s.
Yeah, okay.
And he was murdered, actually, and he had just had a baby girl. And he wants to tell you all this. And actually, you might be able to, when you're channeling him, you might be able to just spirit write and write it all out. And you might, the longer you spirit write, you might actually get his name and his daughter's name.
Okay, so I just need to tap into it one day.
Mm-hmm. And tell him when so that he can be there.
Okay, and we'll just set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Now, I was listening to some of the past videos of Christy's and Andrea's, and it talks about the Native American spirit. What can you tell me about that?
Other than what we've already talked about?
Yeah. Does that all correlate together?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way we can access that? Or do they have a message?
Well, the Iroquois people just want you to come back to them. And I understand that you can't just pick up and move out of your house and go live with their commune or whatever you call it. I understand that, but you can learn about them and you can be a part of their fight and you can talk about it to other people and make it something that's important to you.
Okay. Good. And you're going to guide me every way.
Yes.
Okay. And
you'll feel passionate about it.
I'm excited. Okay. And me and Christy's ready to start the contract on the 23rd, on Monday, if that's okay.
Oh, finally?
I know. We were slacking.
It's okay.
But we're not judging ourselves.
No, and I was just teasing.
I know. That's so funny. But we are ready. And thank you for the new shop.
Mm-hmm. It's so pretty.
It is, and the lower price. I just love it. Your art is wonderful.
You're going to do well there.
Thank you. Can we bless it?
It is blessed.
It's already blessed?
Yes. Do you know how many people have prayed in that building?
I felt like it's been majorly blessed. Oh, good. Thank you.
Well, and that guy, Bill's Archery,
Mm-hmm.
that guy, Bill, he's actually a really good holy man. He's a Christian, but he's a good Christian.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that. I feel safe there. Okay, my next question is, does our collective have a name?
You can call us Elijah. This is Elijah.
Oh, what? Oh, hi, Elijah.
We are you. We are everything you've ever been, everything you will ever be.
Oh, good. Do you have any messages for us, Elijah?
Just keep listening to your heart and keep shining your light, because there is so much darkness in your world today. Your light is needed. Don't get caught up in what people perceive of you. Don't get caught up in worry or lack. You have to understand that you are very rare and special, and you have to shine your light in the darkness and lead people home.
I love that. Thank you. So you've been guiding us this whole time.
Yes, when you are selfless, you can access us.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. And when I start doing these videos, can you help me channel you?
Yes,
Okay, good. And I can go by Elijah?
Elijah.
Elijah? Okay. Oh, what does Elijah mean?
The first.
The first. Oh, okay. And you're our collective.
Yes, and we have many messages when we think you are ready.
Oh, good. Okay. And we must be getting a little more readier since I get to hear from you.
Yes, you are. You are almost ready. There is so much to say.
Oh, good. Thank you. And then I'll be able to access you more.
Just remember that there is no special person. No one is more special than anyone else.
Okay.
Some people like to make their spouse or their child or their lover or their parent more special than others. You cannot do that. That is a trap. There is no special person. And when you find that you are creating a special person, you have to have a talk with your ego and make sure you realize you need to release that perception, because no one is more special than anyone else. And when you have a special person, that's your ego's trick.
Oh, okay. Oh, but thank you for that. It's wonderful information. Is this the energy I feel whenever you're around?
Yes, we try to remind you whenever you perceive someone as special, we try to remind you that everyone is equal. And whenever you feel like you're going to be overwhelmed, we try to remind you to go outside, walk in the grass, release all of your worries.
I do feel that. I've been picking up on that a lot more. Oh, good, good, good. Oh, thank you for coming through. Is there any healing you can give us for today that is needed?
This is Krista.
Oh, thank you, Cressida. Oh, that's exciting.
They have a lot more they want to say when you're ready.
Okay. And they'll come through when we're ready.
Yes,
Oh, good. So we must be getting better since they came through today.
yes, you are almost there.
Oh, I love that. Okay. So when I want a channel, I can call them in too.
Yes,
And thank you for helping me all this week. I know I've reached out to you a lot.
that's what we are here for.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and my last question is, when we listen to Judah, are you working alongside Judah when we accept that?
Yes, we guided you there.
Oh, good. Because I feel like y'all are right there.
We guided you to that because those are our soul sisters too, in another plane.
Oh, good. Good, good. Yeah, I feel like I should go get acupuncture and go sit there.
You have all of the knowledge they have too. You just have to access it.
And I'm on my way.
Yes, and Sky used to be a part of Elijah, and she will be again one day when she passes.
Oh, I love that. I feel like she is.
Yes.
Can you help me with patience with that, with her?
Yes, you're doing great though.
Okay, good, good.
She's very, very wise.
She is. She's hearing things and she's talking about it.
You should always encourage her to journal as well.
Oh, I was thinking that today.
So that way when she's older, it doesn't feel like a chore, and she understands how therapeutic it is.
Okay, good. Good. Well, do you have any other messages for me before we bring through for Christy?
Drink your water and drink your hot tea.
Okay. And starting Monday, is that when we can start the contract
Yes.
and we can keep it going?
Yes, but I'm serious about the water and the tea.
The water and the
You will start feeling so much better, and you will just start craving it.
Okay. Can you take the craving of Coke away from me?
Yes, just make yourself drink the water and the hot tea, and you will start craving that.
Okay, because that water does taste very good. Okay, thank you. Water and the tea. All right. Is there any other messages before we bring through for Christy?
No, but if you have any vegetables out there growing in the backyard, eat them. Those are holy.
Okay, so I need to go get them. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, thank you so much.
Love you.
I love you too.
I'll talk to you very soon.
Yes, thank you, Christina.
Hello,
Hi there. Who am I speaking with?
this is Willow.
Hi, Willow. Oh, I just love talking to y'all.
We love talking to you too.
It's so exciting. Do you have any messages for us?
Do you have any questions from Christy?
Oh, yes. We got a lot of good questions. I'm so excited. Okay. Her first question is, how do I do a better job at protecting myself when I am around broken people or unclean spirits?
Well, just like you were talking about the other day with her about having some kind of cleansing ritual after she talks to people. Like, it could be crystals, it could be journaling, it could be a chant, it could be grounding outside in the grass. She can research, but any of those would work. She can wear a certain crystal after every time she talks to someone that is broken or unstable or unclean. She could go and ground in the grass with her bare feet. She could do a chant. That talks about cutting the cord. She could journal. She could journal that nothing and no one can affect her. Those kind of affirmations. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, yes. Is there a crystal better than another for her to do that with that particular thing?
Well, I think is it called the citrine?
Oh, yeah, the orangish one.
Mm-hmm. That one is a good one for protection.
Okay, perfect. Oh, good. So everything we talked about, that's
And malachite is good too.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all are tapping into a lot of what we tell you, and you just don't even realize it just happens in your conversations.
I'm so happy for that. We're getting so much better. Or maybe we're just like acknowledging it more. Okay. And the next question is, how do I stop worrying about my children, my ex, and his abuse towards them?
Well, once she starts trusting that we are taking care of her, that they have very good spirit guides that are taking care of them, and that God is protecting all of us, once she can truly believe that, then she can release that. She can release that, and then she'll see the positive consequences of her releasing that worry.
Oh, okay.
And if she wants to, she can write affirmations. I know my children are safe. I know my children are healthy. I know my children are evolving. I know my children are mentally okay. Whatever it is that she wants to see, she can write that in a manifestation. But if she continues to carry the worry, she's not going to see the manifestations.
Okay.
The trick is to let go of the worry, because faith is the opposite of fear.
Okay, and that will help with the ego thing that you talked about on the control.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Because we're so close.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say about that question before we go to the next one?
No, but we might elaborate on it with future questions.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. The next question is there anything I can do to be a better wife?
Just pay attention more to whenever he's saying stuff whenever he's talking about his day or he's talking about a family member or anything, just pay attention more. Christy has a habit of checking out kind of mentally whenever someone's talking about something that doesn't interest her, but she needs to understand that everything Ronnie says, he says because he loves her and he trusts her and he wants to share with her. So it is all important and it should all be interesting, you know?
Okay. And
Just pay attention.
And that'll help with the ego death too.
Yeah, because not everything has to be interesting to her, but if Ron is interesting to her, then she will be able to find interest in his interests.
Okay. And you can help her with that?
Yes, and not get so mad at him when he's being sarcastic. That's just his way of dealing with stress. Tell her just don't get so frustrated when he's being sarcastic. Just let him get it out of his system. That's his way of dealing with stress. Would she rather him yell and scream?
Okay. And you can help her with that too.
Yes, when she hears this.
Okay, good. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. The next question is there anything I can do to be a better friend to Jennifer or Nikki?
Well, first of all, I know why she worries about that. First of all, when she realizes that no one is more special than no one else. So, yes, it's nice to have a best friend, and that means you have a soul connection, and that means you trust that person, and that's nice. It's a wonderful thing to have. But also, if she realizes that no one is more special than no one else, then she doesn't feel like she has an obligation to do anything. She'll realize that the people she's referring to accept her for exactly who she is. She doesn't have to do anything to earn their love or their acceptance. They already love her and accept her. So don't put special labels on people. Don't do that. Just be exactly who you are and let them be exactly who they are. And if you don't agree with something they're doing, that's fine. Just observe it and then let it flow. If you're worried about they're going to judge you, first of all, they're not going to judge you. They wouldn't be your best friends if they were going to judge you. And second of all, you shouldn't even be thinking about that anyways. You shouldn't be thinking about, am I good enough to be their best friend? All they want is your presence. All they want is for you to spend time with them. That's all they want. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. They're not asking you to do or buy or say or be anything. They just want you to spend time with them, and that's all.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, and the more we do these, the more we're going to get into the videos, the more she's going to have time to spend with us.
Yes, but she always feels like she's not a good best friend because she's not doing or being or saying something, and those are completely silly. The only thing that is required of a best friend besides trust is time spent together.
Oh yeah, and she's there. She's with us. Can we help her accept that?
Yes.
Okay, and
she genuinely accepts things when she hears them in these messages, and I hope that continues. If she struggles, just talk with her.
Okay, good, because I love her as the friend that she is.
I know. We wouldn't have you two be so close if you had expectations or judgments.
Yeah, I know, it's so great. Okay, and this came through with Mom, but I'm still going to ask the question, what is the significance of the owl?
Oh my gosh, your dad was so excited because he has been trying to figure out how to throw a sign that would captivate all of you, and he finally figured out that the owl would get all of your attention. And by the way, he's starting to see Christy as his daughter too.
Oh, good.
Because she's so close to you, and he knows that whenever she recognizes something, she will tell you, and you guys usually have the same thought process.
Oh, I love that. Okay, yeah, because Dakota saw it, Christy saw it, and I always hear the owls.
Yeah, that's just a sign from him. Just like the yellow butterflies are the sign from your mom.
No, I love that. Okay, that's why the butterflies.
It's just like they're just saying hi.
It's so exciting, and we acknowledge it. That's what's even better.
Mm-hmm. You recognize it.
Oh, yes. Okay, we do. That's the best part. Okay, the next one is, are there any more past lives that I need to know about?
Yes, and we want to talk about that next time because there is actually one that's really important that she needs to explore, but it will probably take like 40, 45 minutes. and we want to be able to start with that first. We want to be able to start fresh and talk about that first.
Awesome. Next section.
Yes, it's the Paris one.
The
Just
Paris
remember
one?
that. Yeah, it's the Paris one.
This Paris?
No.
Oh, the other Paris.
Yes.
The Paris one. Oh, this is exciting. Is this the one that goes with her ancestry?
No.
Okay. Okay, so the next session we'll get that done.
Yes, and we want you guys to start, at least for the next session, we want it to be in a week or less because you're taking too long sometimes.
To do sessions?
Yes.
Okay, can you put that on Christy to feel like she's calm enough to do it?
Yes.
Okay, because she feels busy. And
Just
everything.
schedule it for 1 week from today.
Okay. 1 week from today.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can just do a weekly thing on Wednesdays.
Oh, that would be good.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe y'all can help us get that set up.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. And then the next question is, why do I love Connor so much?
Oh, because he's been her child several times before in other past lives. She has a deep bond with that child, and it kind of bothers her because it's her ex-husband's son, and she kind of feels like, oh my goodness, is this weird? But her ex-husband, first of all, had her babysit him a lot when he was a baby, and Connor and Christy bonded so deeply. But also, he's been her son before a lot in past lives. But also, do you want to know a secret?
Yes.
He's supposed to marry Sky.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and that's another reason how everything is connected. Everything is intertwined, and we like to watch how this plays out. We're not supposed to tell you things like that just in case they don't happen.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Because there's free will, and free will can change anything at any time. But that's each other's soulmates. And so there's an added bonus of you and Christy being best friends that maybe, just maybe, they'll find each other. Because you know a lot of soulmates don't find each other ever.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least not in the same every single lifetime. Because, I mean, your soulmate could be in China.
So with us healing, it makes it easier for our generations to find their soulmates.
Yes. And it's such a blessing that you and Christy are so close, because then Sky and Connor actually have a good, decent chance of meeting.
Oh, I love that.
Christy should. Hey, you know what? Caitlin, Connor's birth mom, Caitlin, she has been doing a lot of healing. And her and Christy aren't particularly friends, but Caitlin has been being very kind to Christy lately. I know she's noticed, even though she's probably suspicious of it. She's been being very kind, and it's a direct result of Caitlin doing a lot of inner work and a lot of healing. And that's twofold. First of all, Jeff is not going to live a very long life, okay? So when Jeff passes, and I can't tell you when, I can't tell you how or nothing like that, because Jeff and Christy are no longer connected anymore. So I can't give you that knowledge. But he's not going to live a very long life. And when he passes, Caitlin and Christy are going to have to get along so that those kids, because Caitlin's son is Christy's kids' sibling.
Yes.
So they have to get along so that those kids, plus Connor and Christy have a soul connection, and it's going to be hard for Christy to see Connor if her and Caitlin are enemies. But then on a twofold of that, maybe Christy can earn enough trust, which I actually believe she has, because Caitlin has started to see Christy in a very, very positive light, that Christy can go get Connor one day and bring him over here to play with Sky.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
That way, no one can ever say that they, quote, never met.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I just love the information y'all brought through. Okay, cool. Oh, that's interesting. I can't wait to hear more about that.
Yes, and it's going to be amazing to watch these two little kids together, too. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Little soulmates.
That you know that they're soulmates. It's going to be very entertaining for you and Christy.
Now we got to get them here.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Connor's a sweetheart. You will love him.
Yeah, she loves him.
He is the light of her eyes.
Oh.
He is such a pure, pure soul.
Oh, good. She needs that.
Yeah, he makes her very happy.
Yes, he does. Well, it's because he used to be her child. That's so neat.
Over and over and over, he's been her child.
It's multiple.
Yeah, so she's been worried about his soul, and then, of course, he got to be born in this life, and she got to be reunited with him, and she still feels like he's her child.
That's so cool. Yeah, she's always said that.
Mm-hmm. Well, his parents are terrible parents, and she used to have him all the time when he was a baby.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that probably helped her at that time, too.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay. Her next question is, why am I obsessed with herbs, tea, and supplements?
Because, okay, so, well, first of all, everyone should be obsessed with those things because they're just, you don't need medicine if you can figure out those things. So everyone should be obsessed with those things. But also, just like, okay, Christy is given that information because it's going to help her mom heal. Her mom has a lot of health problems. And if Christy keeps talking about those things enough with her mom's finally going to listen and take her advice. And then she's going to see how therapeutic and healing the stuff that Christy talks about to her is. So Christy has this little side mission of healing her mom's health problems. In the same way that Jennifer is obsessed with having a close family bond with all of her family members, and she, just like, you know how you've always been able to get along with all your siblings?
Yes.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because you are supposed to heal them. And they don't need the tea well, everybody does, but that's not their special thing. Their special thing is learning how to feel loved.
Oh, yes, that's why I was born to be here.
Right. They need to know how to feel unconditional love, and that's what's going to heal them. So it's the same concept. Christy has to get her mom to understand that it's not always pharmaceuticals. You can put just as much faith in earth stuff, and they can heal you just as well, sometimes better.
Oh, yes, and can we help Christy tap into her healer life to access those herb knowledge?
Yes, she needs that. She needs to dig into that more because she already has the potential to be a great herbalist.
Oh, yeah, and she's got the knowledge inside of her. Can we help her remember that?
Yes, and she can heal her mom. If her mom will eventually listen.
Oh, good. And we started the sea moss. Christy started that.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. Okay, good. Because that's going to help her with other people on the healing journey.
Yes.
Okay, good. And the next question is, okay, this is a big one, the Galactic Federation.
Okay, so very simplified, that's just all of the awakened people who are in touch with their spirit guides and aware that they're in touch with their spirit guides, and who are people who are reincarnated who don't have karma because they've already reached complete enlightenment, and maybe they were just like you guys on the panel of judges, or maybe they were part of an angel league, or maybe they were someone's spirit guide at one time. Those people, when they choose to be reincarnated, even though they don't have to because they don't have any more karma to work out, those people make up the Galactic Federation. But it's not just in you guys' human form. It's also a meeting of the minds with the spirit side that's still left on the spirit side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like our guides that we can get.
Right, so you're one united team.
Okay, so it's like we're just all enlightened, and we chose to be incarnated here, so it's considered the Galactic Federation because we're here for that purpose.
Yes.
To help the humanity.
To wake up people, yes.
Okay. So
that's a very simplified version, but later on we can go into more details about it.
Okay, because that's where the judge and everything was and all of that.
Yes.
Okay, because her next question was, what is it? And you just described that. Okay, so that'll come into another session.
Yes.
When we get more in the 5D.
Yes, of course.
Oh, this is exciting. Because we know nothing, but I'm so happy you're teaching us everything. Okay, her next question is, why do I feel drawn to broken or damaged people?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Okay, so on the spiritual side, it's because that's the contract that she signed for this lifetime. She signed that agreement saying that she would come as a healer. She feels a very, very strong pulling to her essence of being a healer. She feels that very strongly. She feels that like internally, she really does know that that's what she's here for, is to heal. Okay? But then also on a 3D level, when she was a child, she was responsible for making everybody happy. She was the one that had to make her mom okay. She was the one that had to make her brother okay. She's the one that always tried to feel like she had to earn her dad's love. She always wanted to fix people so that everything would feel stable. So it's two different. It's 5D and it's 3D. So the 3D part is dangerous because she doesn't have boundaries. She doesn't understand boundaries. And so now she's going to have to, which goes back to your very first question, I think. But the 5D is not dangerous because as a healer, you're going to do great, great, great work. You just have to learn how to have boundaries.
Okay, because we're out of 3D now.
Yes, but you're not fully in the 5D.
Okay. And you can help her understand that she don't have to attach to those people to heal them.
Yes.
She can just, like we was talking earlier, how she talked earlier about she can just be an observer.
Yes, or she can conversate with them but not invest.
Okay. And can you help wire that into her?
Yes.
Because she does get kind of drawn backwards
Yes.
afterwards. But like you said, she can ground in crystals and journal and meditate.
Well, if she listens to this, she'll understand there's a difference between being compassionate and helping someone and being the light, and you don't have to invest because their consequences are not your consequences. So you don't have to invest. You can be somewhat detached.
Okay. And
That's what she needs to work on.
okay, and we're going to help her with that.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Because the detachment is the best.
It's the only way.
Because then you don't have anything to worry about.
No, attachment is the root of all suffering.
Yeah.
Expectations are the root of all suffering.
It's easy to acknowledge it whenever we know that now. Or now that we're in this level of thinking, it's easy to see it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it that we've put the work in to get here. Okay. All right. The next question is, in the recording, the EVP, I think that's what it's called, what does "it's them" mean?
Well, that's because on the spirit side, you guys are so powerful. You are so, I'm serious. On the spirit side, you're not taking no crap from nobody or nothing. And unclean spirits can't even come near you. Demonic spirits can't even come near you because you are so holy. And so when you are in the presence of a spirit and they notice you, they know that they either have to heal or get out.
Okay.
Because they're not going to last long. They're going to get squashed
Okay.
if they have bad intentions.
If they do want to heal, they just talk to us.
Yeah, or just hang around you until they absorb enough of your energy to move on.
Okay,
Because
so they
you
can
have
do
healing.
that?
Yeah, because you have healing lights.
Okay, and it don't affect us when they heal from us?
No, not really.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Okay.
Because the evil ones can't come close to you because you're holy.
Okay. So that lady on that Facebook message yesterday,
Oh, she was a fraud. She was a big fraud. She messages everybody saying that.
yeah, I just kind of laughed and just sent her a blessing, as you know.
Yeah. No, there are real true mediums, but I'm going to tell you something. A real true medium won't seek you. They'll let you seek them.
Yeah, that's what Christy was saying.
Yes, that's how you know the difference between the real ones and the frauds.
I figured y'all sent that so I would know. Just kind of a reminder.
Yeah, that'll happen a lot. The more in tune with your spirituality you get, the more of those little bloodsuckers that'll try to come in.
Okay.
And you just can't give them no attention.
Well, I kind of unjoined the group because that group's kind of weird to me.
Oh, well, whatever makes you feel peaceful.
And maybe later I'll connect to it,
But you're going to find those frauds everywhere.
yeah.
Because if you need a real medium, which of course you have, Christy, but if you ever need a real medium, you seek them out.
Yeah, and I got y'all. I'll just do a session if I need a medium.
Yeah.
Or I'll just do it myself.
Right.
Okay. Thank you for that. And her last question is, why is Ron still working at AutoZone when he hates it?
Well, there's two answers to that. First of all, it's not enough for Christy to just believe for Ron's prosperity. Ron also has to believe for his prosperity. So all she can do is show him the consequences of her manifestations and her healing, and then hopefully he'll cling on to that and he'll want to create his own manifestations and healing. no one can do anyone else's work for them. But on the flip side, Christy, when she's at a peaceful state, can manifest any life she wants to, and she can create the kind of life that she wants. She can create the kind of financial freedom that she wants, but she has to be consistent with that. She has to always know that that's coming. She has to never doubt that that's coming, and then it will eventually come. And then, of course, as a natural byproduct, Ron will be blessed as well. So do you see how that's twofold?
Yes, because I picture Christy's taking care of the family. Like, I figure once we start these videos and
Oh, you girls are going to be very wealthy as soon as your ego death is complete and you don't have any of those issues anymore, and as soon as you commit to your 90 days, you girls are going to be on the fast track to being wealthy.
yeah, we're excited because I feel like Christy's going to be buying a house around me, and it's just going to be so ready. It's just going to be so exciting.
That makes me happy.
It makes us happy too. Oh yeah, and you saw that we're going to start our videos Monday.
Yes.
And thank you for the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Christy's got her space in there.
Thank you for that.
Oh, it was like perfect. Well, it's
Yes.
because y'all just dropped it in our lap. Y'all have guided me to do that.
Yes, that was divine.
That was divinely protected and divinely guided. Oh, okay. Well, that's all the questions we got. Would you like to bring through any more messages before we close out?
No, but we will Wednesday.
Okay. Perfect. And we'll come up with some more questions too. And thank you. How's our group chat going?
Oh, it's good. You're doing the right things. The people that need to be there will be there, and the people that don't will drop away.
Okay, and I feel like Andrea's been doing wonderful.
Just keep blessing her.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that.
Because you know what? If you keep blessing her and you put a real good faith effort into blessing her, it's not only going to help her, but it's going to help you, because when you see the results of that blessing and you see the results of your time spent focusing on that blessing, then you'll understand your power.
Okay, so I've done good by doing that?
Yes, but do it more.
Okay, I'll do it more. And I'll do it more for Rebecca and all of them. Oh, okay. I love that. And is that all the messages for today?
Yes, but we will see you in 1 week.
In 1 week. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Bye. Now I am asking the subconscious to receive.